Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Oluwaseyi Art. Today we're reading aloud Richard Scarry's Bedtime Stories. Richard Scarry's Bedtime Stories. We'll be reading 5 stories in this beautifully illustrated book. Uncle Willie and the Pirates. Not a soul dared to go sailing. Do you know why? There was a wicked band of pirates about, and they would steal anything they could get their hands on. But Uncle Willie wasn't afraid. "They won't bother me," he said. He dropped his anchor near a deserted island. Auntie Pastry had baked him a pie for his lunch. "I think I will have a little nap before I eat more pie," said Uncle Willie to himself. Uncle Willie went to sleep. Zzz, zzz. "What is that? I see climbing aboard. A pirate! And another! And another! Pirates, Uncle Willie! Wake up!" Uncle Willie couldn't do a thing. There were just too many pirates. First, they put Uncle Willie on the deserted island. Then they started to eat his pie. "Delicious," they all said. Uncle Willie was furious. He didn't care so much about the pie, but he needed his boat to get home again. Then he had an idea. He gathered some branches, some seashells, and some long beach grass. He wove the beach grass into a kind of cloth. He tied some seashells onto the branches and made a ferocious-looking mouth. Ooh! He tied the grass cloth onto the mouth, then attached some seashell eyes. By the time he tied on the spiky palm leaf, he had made a ferocious monster. Uncle Willie got inside. He was now Uncle Willie, the ferocious monster. "Look out, you pirates!" The ferocious monster swam out to the boat. The pirates were terrified. They all ran into the cabin. The ferocious monster closed the door behind them and locked it. The monster had captured the wicked pirates. Then he sailed back home. Auntie Pastry was on the dock. "There is a horrible monster coming!" she cried. "He is even worse than the pirates!" Uncle Willie took off his monster suit. Everyone said, "Thank goodness it was only you!" "How's the pie, Uncle Willie? You bad pirates!" Sergeant Murphy took the pirates away to be punished. Well, Uncle Willie had made the seas safe to sail on again. Hooray for Uncle Willie, the ferocious monster! Next we read Sergeant Murphy and the Banana Thief. Sergeant Murphy was too busy putting parking tickets on cars when suddenly Who should come running out of the market but Banana's gorilla? He had stolen a bunch of bananas and was trying to escape. Murphy, look! He is stealing your motorcycle too! Sergeant Murphy was furious. Huckle and Lolly Worm had been watching. Huckle said, "You may borrow my tricycle to chase after him if you want to." Away they went, chasing after that naughty thief. They raced through the crowded streets. Don't you ever ride your tricycle in the street? They crossed the drawbridge just as it was opening to let a boat go through. Banana stopped suddenly and went into a restaurant. Murphy said to Louis, the owner, "I am looking for a thief." Together they searched the whole restaurant, but they couldn't find bananas anywhere. Louis then said, "Sit down and relax, Murphy. I will bring you and your friend something delicious to eat." Somebody had better pick up those banana peels before someone slips on one. Don't you think so? Louis brought them a bowl of banana soup. Lolly said, "I'll bet Banana's gorilla would like to be here right now." "Huckle, we mustn't forget to wash our hands before eating," said Sergeant Murphy. So they walked back to the washroom. Lolly went along too. When they came back, they discovered that their table had disappeared. Indeed, it was slowly creeping away when it slipped on a banana peel. And guess who was hiding underneath? Sergeant Murphy, we're very proud of you. Bananas must be punished. Someday, he has to learn that it is naughty to steal things. Now we're reading Ma Pig's New Car. Pa Pig bought a new car for Ma Pig. She will certainly be surprised when she sees a new car, won't she? On the way home, Pa stopped at a drugstore. When he came out, he got into a jeep by mistake. "You should be wearing your glasses, Pa Pig." Harry and Sally thought that Pa had swapped cars with a soldier. Uh-oh. "Stop thief!" Then Pa went to the market. When he came out, he got into a police car. Ooh. "You made a good swap, Daddy," said Harry. But Pa wasn't listening. He didn't seem to be thinking very well either. Don't you agree? Next, Pa drove to a fruit stand to buy some apples. When he left, he took Farmer Fox's tractor. My, but Pa is absent-minded, isn't he? "Ma would certainly like her new tractor," said Sally to Harry. They stopped to watch a fire. When the fire was out, they left in the fire engine. How could anyone make so many mistakes? Hey Joe, you forgot to turn off the motor. Then they stopped to watch some workers who were digging a big hole in the ground. No, Pat did not get into that dump truck. But by mistake, he got into Roger Rhino's power shovel. So huge. Ma Pig was certainly surprised to see her new car. But Pa, do you know how to stop it? Yes, he did. On a tree. Uh-oh. Here comes Roger now. He has found Ma Pig's new car and is bringing it to her. It looks as though he is very angry with that someone who took his power shovel. Roger, please be careful. You are squeezing Ma's little car just a little bit too tightly. Well, let's all hope that Pa Pig will never again make that many mistakes in one day. Next, we're reading The Three Fishermen. Da-dum. Lolly, Huckle, and Daddy were going fishing. Their little motorboat took them far away from shore. Daddy said, "Throw out the anchor, Lolly." Lolly threw the anchor out and himself with it. Oh no! Lolly climbed back in and Daddy began to fish. Daddy caught an old bicycle, but he didn't want an old bicycle. He wanted a fish. Suddenly, Huckle fell overboard. Wouldn't you know that something like that would happen? Daddy pulled Huckle out. Why, look here. Huckle caught a fish in his pants. Daddy fished some more, but he didn't catch anything. He was disgusted. Let's go home, he said. There just aren't any fish down here. As Daddy was getting out of the boat, he slipped and fell. Oh boy, is he ever mad now? Oh. But why is he yelling so loudly? Ah, I see. A fish was biting his tail. The fish was trying to catch Daddy. It is good that Daddy has a strong tail. Now Lolly is the only one who hasn't caught. But look! Lolly has taken off his hat. Do you see what is under it? A fish! Very good, Lolly. Yes, there you see 3 very good fishermen. Oh, with big fishes. Next, we read The Unlucky Day. Mr. Raccoon opened his eyes. "Wake up, Mama," he said. "It looks like a good day." He turned on the water. The faucet broke off. "I better call Mr. Fix-It," he said. He sat down to breakfast. He burned his toast. Mama burned the bacon. Oh no. Mama asked him to bring home food for supper. As he was leaving, the door fell off its hinges. Oh no. Driving down the road, Mr. Raccoon had a flat tire. While he was fixing it, his pants ripped. He started again. His skull motor exploded and wouldn't go any further. Oh no, what a day. He decided to walk. The wind blew his hat away. Bye-bye, hat. I must try to be more careful, thought Mr. Raccoon. This is turning into a bad day. His friend Watty Warthog came up behind him and patted him on the back. Watty, don't pat so hard, please. Let's go to a restaurant for lunch, said Watty. Watty ate and ate and ate. Have you ever seen such bad manners? Take off your hat, Watty. Watty left without paying for his food. Mr. Raccoon had to pay for it. Just look at all the plates that Watty used. Mr. Raccoon wondered, what other bad thing can happen to me today? Well, for one thing, the tablecloth could catch on his belt buckle. And it did. Don't you ever come in here again, the waiter shouted. I think I'd better get home as quickly as possible, thought Mr. Raccoon. I don't want to get into any more trouble. He arrived home just as Mr. Fix-It was leaving. Mr. Fix-It had spent the entire day finding new leaks. I will come back tomorrow to fix the leaks, said Mr. Fix-It. There's water everywhere. Mrs. Raccoon asked her husband if he had brought home the food she had asked for. She wanted to cook something hot for supper. Of course, Mr. Raccoon hadn't, so they had to eat cold pickles for supper. Oh, poor couple. After supper, they went upstairs to bed. There isn't another unlucky thing that can happen to me today, said Mr. Raccoon as they got into bed. Boom! Bah! Boosh! Boosh! Oh dear, his bed broke. I do hope that Mr. Raccoon would have a better day tomorrow. Don't you? The end. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and click on the notification button so you know when I post new videos, when we read books aloud together. Bye bye, see you next time.